I'm live. I'm live. I am live. Okay. Let me tell you where I'm at first, then I'll show you. Um, we're going to discuss the business side of the dealership and the different things that go on from the business aspect and not just the buying cars. And that's a part of the business too. But there's also the paperwork side. In Georgia, we have something called electronic titles. So let me show you. We do electronic titles in Georgia. Okay. It is Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm doing paperwork because I could care less about the Super Bowl right now. My team ain't in it, so I don't care. So we're gonna talk about the business side of a dealership, of having a small dealership. In Georgia, let me show you guys. I'm out here to it's like a warehouse type of setting. It's a warehouse type of building, okay? This is off of Thornton Road in Georgia here. This is west of Atlanta. This is the place you go to. Let me take you up to the door. This is the place you go to when you are dropping off. You can mail them here too, but this is the ESS, the Electronic Scanning Center. This is where Title Tech, that's who I use. Title Tech takes all their paperwork and they scan them into the state system for you. Okay, everything is electronic with us in Georgia, and which is a very good thing. Now here, let me give you the good and the bad about this wonderful place here in this warehouse. The good thing is you can do all your paperwork, you can process it, and then you can pretty much like mail all your stuff to them. Okay, I don't have to come down here, but my office is so close to this place. I mean, it ain't like really close. I'm not in walking distance, but it's pretty close. So it only takes me about maybe 10 minutes to get here, and I drive slow. So I don't mind bringing the paperwork here. When I actually bring in my first employee, I'm gonna have a contractor. I'm gonna have them do all the deals up, and then on Friday, I'm going to have them bring the paperwork in. Cause I don't trust it through the mail. And the reason why I don't trust it through the mail, because anything can happen. Now, this is what I'm dropping off. This is a T21, okay? A T21 document. The T21 document is the document that you file when you go into your Title Tech system. Now, I like to come here. I drop them off, and I'll drop off a few deals like that. Now, you got about maybe 3 weeks before they start calling you after you done processed it and you ain't gave them the paperwork. I have a title right now. Man, I got a title right now that is lost in the mail. And it's been lost since November. And I got to get this title in. I've paid all my taxes and everything on the vehicle. The customer has the vehicle. The customer has made payments to me. They even got their tag. Okay? They got their tag. I got to hurry up and get their paperwork in. So this is a part of that. I've actually been inside here and I've talked to some of the people in here. Okay? The people in there, they're pretty cool. They handle their stuff. They do what they need to do. But this was just a quick video on where you come to drop off your paperwork that you scan. If you're on the west part of Georgia, you'll be bringing it here to the ESS, which is the Electronic Scanning Center. You'll be bringing it here to do that. There's also, chiropractor place and Kelly Staffing. as well too. So this is the little place. These are little things that you'll do once you get up and going. But you also need to remember this as well too. This is definitely a business first, okay? It's 100% a business. This is not something you get in as a hustle. This is not something you get in as just something on the side. This is 100% a business, and you have to treat it accordingly like a business with it. So handle your paperwork, do everything you need to do. I did have to do a repo. I put in repossession paperwork already. So they're actually out looking right now for the vehicle. I didn't have a tracker on that vehicle. I do have trackers now. I put them on certain vehicles. So they're out actively looking at it. Yeah. Troy, what's going on with you? Hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful weekend here. Yeah, the downside is when you putting stuff in the mail and you getting a title lost. And with a place like this, the downside is if you don't fill out the right paper, when you don't fill out your right paperwork, or if you're missing something, they're going to send it right back to you. They may not call you. They'll actually just mail it back out to you, and that'll slow the process up. That's why it's best for you to go. I like to take it myself. I like to go take it myself, you know. I like taking stuff down because it's so close to me now. You may or may not have one close in your area, so you may have to mail it, but just make sure you double, triple check and make sure everything is right, because it could just slow things up. That's the main down part of it with the time. And that's another thing I want to talk about too. You know, right now I have 3 vehicles that are not making me any money right now. I got 3 vehicles. One is being repossessed. Another one is in limbo of about to have payments on it. Well, 2 are in limbo. Excuse me. One is being repossessed. Another one has already been repossessed. And one is in the process of a family member wanting to get it. Okay? Now, and on an average of $250, we're looking at $750 right there that is sitting around. So the reason why I say this is we got to move real quick. Even though we're small, you know what I'm saying? We're a small little, you're going to start off kind of small. Just probably be just yourself, maybe your wife, girlfriend, or whoever else you may have helping you. We still got to be very quick with what we do. This paperwork took me a week, 2 weeks, I'm sorry, to get this in. She bought the car on the 11th of last month, and I'm just now dropping it off. I should have been dropped this vehicle off. I had the paperwork off. I had all the information. We just get so caught up in the other things and trying to get these other cars together and stuff. So here's my tip to the new people that are going to get started. Number 1, get your paperwork and everything in order that day. Even if you got to stay in that extra hour or so, get all of that paperwork in order. Jump on top of things first. Right now, I'm about 2 weeks behind on sales. I should have sold my Equinox last month, and now I have a family member that's in the process of getting it, but that process got to move quicker, because this month I want to pay all my bond and everything this month in February. I don't want nothing to go over into March and into April. I want to have everything paid for and ready, and I go and get some more cars. So my advice is, please move very quickly on your paperwork and get things set up and pushed through, because everything is electronic nowadays. So, you know, you ain't really gonna have a major issue with things. You just have to make sure that your paperwork is in order, and then push it out. The physical paperwork, the electronic stuff is gonna go to them. We talking about the physical paperwork of stuff. So this is the great area of Thornton Road here. So I'm gonna head back out, jump back in the car, head back out to my little countryside of town, and what I'm gonna do is I'm may run this video kind of long because the beautiful thing is I can show you guys a Cadillac, a CTS. I want to show you guys a CTS really quickly that my niece bought. My niece and her husband, they bought from the auction, and they may or may not be keeping this car. It may have some transmission issues with it, but I may actually buy this car from them and put some payments on it. That's kind of like my goal with this. I kind of want to do it like this. I want to actually get this car from them. So we'll be headed to the first place I used to use as my mechanic spot. So we're gonna go there. I don't use this place as my mechanic spot anymore because they fired a guy that was really good, and they got another guy who is really bad and really don't know what the fuck he's doing. So I had a thermostat that it took them forever to put in on a car. I did, by the way, though. I contacted a mobile dealer. He's supposed to be giving me a call back tomorrow. You know, some people don't work on Sundays. I'm like, let me get that money any way I can. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever day we want to make up. Now, really quickly, let's discuss drive-bys. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about with a drive-by. Over there is US Auto Sales over there, right? They got a bunch of cars over there. Now, in front of me is Ridgeline, something like that. They sell a bunch of trucks and stuff like. They sell mostly trucks over there. To my right is shouts out to my Mexican folks. They open right now, and you see they over there trying to get it, but they do financing. And you see they got this big ass old school sign up that says, "We finance everybody." So why do they have so many cars on their lot? If we finance everybody, why do we have so many cars on our lot? Now you just said you finance everybody, right? So everybody should be able to get into one of these cars. Let's take a look at that car. Let's take a look at the cars that they have. We should go by there and just stalk them, but I'm not. These are the cars that they have. Oh, that was kind of fast. that was probably a little too fast to do a drive-by. I bet that was a little bit too fast. I'm sorry about that. That was probably too fast. We should have stopped by, but I don't really feel like stopping by. So they got a lot of cars there, and they say we finance, right? Well, let me tell you this. There's a reason why they got all them damn cars there. And the reason why they got all those cars there, because their cars may be $1,200 down, $800 down, $1,000 down. Reasonable down prices. Down payment for price. But the problem is not the down payment. The problem is the fact that they want $275 every 2 weeks. They may want $250 every 2 weeks. They may want $240 every 2 weeks. That is their problem. Okay? That's their number one problem right there. They want too much money every 2 weeks. It makes absolutely zero sense whatsoever. That's why they have so many cars. So when you're getting started up and you're doing this, the key thing for you is to make sure your payments are at a very, very reasonable level. And like I do it, under $300. I don't want to go over $300. $300 is that's very steep. I don't want to do that unless it's something like really, really nice. So the majority of the time I keep it under $300. Okay? Now, we're gonna get ready to go and see this Cadillac, this CTS that I got. I think I wanted to get some Chinese food though before I go see this Cadillac CTS, but we're gonna go and take a look at this CTS. What I'm probably gonna do is I'll probably cut this off, and when I get to the No, you know what? Real quick, let me talk about something real quick that I've been wanting to talk about. And this is concerning the business part of being a dealer. So y'all can sit here and listen to me rant about this business part of it. Advertisement. How to advertise best when you have a dealership that is not on the main road, you don't have cars on your lot. What's the best way to advertise when cars are not on your lot and people are not driving by every day to see you? What is the best way to advertise? Facebook is your friend. You need to be in Facebook heavy. One of the things that you want to do is create Facebook groups. You also want to go in and create something called a Facebook pixel. Facebook pixel, is a piece of code that you can put onto your website. So when people come to your website, you put it on the page where your cars are listed. When they come to your website, Facebook will capture that information of where they came from and if they actually have a Facebook account. Once Facebook has that information, you'll then be able to go in and take a look at these people that are looking for vehicles and how they were looking for it on your website. That's one way. Another way with Facebook, we all know about the marketplaces, but you also need to go into these Facebook groups. I'm in 50 Facebook groups. When I have a vehicle and when I bring someone in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them make sure that they upload pictures and images and advertise through those Facebook groups. Post as many cars as you can, as many cars as you have, and into the Facebook groups. Facebook is definitely not just your friend, but Facebook is your number one marketing tool. You also can use CarGuru. The reason why I don't like Craigslist is okay, but I mean, everybody's on Craigslist. Craigslist is just too easy. You're gonna get some of everybody from Craigslist. If somebody come to you from Craigslist, I'm gonna tell you this right now. They come to you from Craigslist, you better make sure you vet them a lot. And when I say vet, that means you need to make sure you verify every damn thing about them, depending on the vehicle you're gonna get in. Craigslist, there's certain vehicles you really don't have to vet people a lot with. If you bought a car for $650 and you come to have them bring you $850 or $900 down, you good. You don't have to vet them a lot. You're good to go. Now, I'm also going to do another video on smaller dealerships and how to find very inexpensive cars from the smaller dealerships. Finding these inexpensive cars, guys, I'm going to tell y'all right now, you got to just put in some work. You're going to really have to look. I keep my cars at $1,000 to, I don't go over $2,000. That's my thing. I don't go over $2,000. I mean, it may not work for some people, but it works for me. I'm able to get very nice vehicles. They have high miles on them, and let me tell you something, knock on wood, I don't have people coming back to me with issues about the car. And that's not going to always be the case. The more money you pay does not mean the better the car is going to be. Never think that if I pay $5,000 for a car, I ain't going to have no problems. Okay, you said vet them how? Okay, number one way on how to vet them. You want to verify where they work. You want to call their place of employment. You want to make sure you got addresses. I say one good address. And you also want to put in the tracker. So you want to vet them first on their job and how much they're making on the job. Some people don't like to do this. I do. Reasons why I do, because if I'm going to get you into a car that I've already paid for, then I still want some payments on that. I don't want to just make that $200-300 off of you. I want to make more money off of you. I don't want to come and get your car. And the goal is to not give, the goal is not to just make $300-400 off the car. The goal is to try to make reoccurring income each month. So when you vet them, you contact their jobs. On my website right now, if you ever took a look at my site, and you go to my website, you'll see that I have an application on there. This application was free. I used the code, put it onto the site. Not a big thing, but I want to know your manager, and I want to know, I want to be able to call them. And when you call them, here's the things that you want to ask. You simply want to ask, how long have they been on the job? That's your number one thing. How long have they been on the job with it? How their work history there. The only main thing you want to know is how long have they been on the job. Don't get into how much they pay. They can show you a pay stub with that. Okay? They can show you a pay stub with it. And if somebody's embarrassed to show you a pay stub, they won't be. If they make $9 an hour, that's fine. I'm getting you into a notes where $9 an hour is not a problem. But when you're vetting their employer, I would not go as far as, are they often late? You can ask about their attendance. How's their attendance there? Oh, their attendance is pretty good, blah, 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 whatever. We really don't, and you want to care about the attendance, because if they got major attendance issues, guess what? They're going to have major payment issues with you. See, I'm not in the business of, I want to just get a whole bunch of cars out and then they all coming back to me in the next 2 months. I don't want to see these motherfucking cars no more. I don't want to see the people no more. I want you to have a good car and you pay on a good standing time and we good to go. That's all we need. So that's why you want to ask about attendance, how often they've been on the job, and you want to make sure that they're able to, be able to keep these payments going. So that's the key thing from there. That's the key thing you want to do on that. Another thing, after the marketing side of things with it, you can see in my area out here, there's a lot of stuff they're building out in this area. I love that. Because you know what that means in my area? When there's a bunch of stuff that's being built, that means there's a bunch of people that's about to come in this area. And the more people come in this area, we don't have a good transit system out here. We got like 2 buses that shuttle. They're like shuttle buses in this area. And that's perfect for me. I love it. Because I don't want a train out here. And I don't want no reliable transportation out here. I want you to need a car. Okay? I want you to need a car. So, that's another part of the business part of it. Vetting your customers. Making sure you have the right information for your customers, from your customers. Now, when it comes to the business side of repossessions, I just found the repossession company. I put an order out for a repossession, and I'm gonna actually see how long it takes them. I'm gonna give them a call on Monday. I did this on like Friday. It was like late Friday, like almost like 5 minutes before they closed. So I think they sent some people out with it, but I want to get some more information and see if they got anything and what's the time frame I should be looking at. And this is the reason why, guys. The bigger the city is, I would do vetting, because I did a customer where I vetted him a little bit, not a lot. The problem was he quit one of his jobs. I'm not too worried about the vehicle, because this is just a part of the game, so I'm not worried about the vehicle with it. He's made a few payments. He ain't made enough that I like, and so that's why I want the vehicle back, because right now I'm just too small to have any vehicle out there and somebody just got it. I got to get it back. It's just as simple as that. We're just too small for that. So I'm trying to think of anything else that is definitely a need to do inside of the business portion of things with it. Make sure you guys have all your vendors lined up. Like I said, I will be talking to a vendor come this Monday. I'll be talking to a mobile mechanic, and with the mobile mechanic, I want to be able to have oil changes done to some of the vehicles. But right now, I am going to go and get something to eat. I'm gonna go get me something to eat, and then I will be taking a look at the Cadillac CTS. You know what? I'm gonna keep you guys with me. We're gonna go get something to eat. We're gonna go grab something to eat. I'm gonna get it to take out. Get some quick little Chinese food to take out real quick, and then we're gonna go take a look at this CTS, this Cadillac CTS. This CTS that we're gonna go take a look at. Oh, here's another thing too. This is just things that's really crawling, that's get inside. This is kind of off topic, but I'm still gonna bring this up with it. People on YouTube. This is what kind of gets me a little bit when I see different people doing different videos on YouTube with it. You guys take information and advice from people that are really out here in these streets doing it. And I'm not promoting this, but if you trying to sell dope, you better be taking advice from somebody that's already out here pushing some bricks, selling some dope, okay? So if you're trying to do cars, you better be taking advice from people that are actually out here selling the cars. They're showing you cars, they're showing you their dealership, they're showing you the stuff. Take advice from those people. Do not take advice from people who are not in the game. Okay? If you ain't in the game, I can't take no advice from you. You can't even talk to me. You know what I'm saying? They can't talk to us. If they ain't in the game, they can't talk to us. It's as simple as that. I don't want to hear nothing from you. You can't tell me how to sell dope if you ain't on the you need to be on the block somewhere. Where's your corner at? You need to be out here. You need to have been shot, at least been shot at. Somebody need to shot. You need to be shooting at somebody. If you're gonna be out here, I need to see you out here. And I'm out here shooting right now. Okay? Simple as that. We out here shooting. So I'm fitted. Oh boy. I got a call coming in. Alright. Hold out. Alright, I think I'm back. Troy, you want some fries and wings? That's a lot you're asking for, bro. I got you, though. I got you, my G. I got you your fries and your wings. Let's go in here real quick. All right, that was, I was just on the line right there with, we used to do they used to do mechanic work for me. Like I told you, they got rid of the mechanic guy. So I'm going up in here. There's no soul food places in my area, so that's why I'm going up in here. There's no soul food places up in my area. Okay. Normally I love to, hit I patron my peoples as much as I possibly can. But right now there's no soul food up in my area that's really good. Okay. There's actually, I think it may be like one up here. But I just got off the line with my the guys who probably gonna be my mechanic again. Now here they got, look, a $1 scoop. Okay, there's a $1 scoop, and what you can do is you can scoop food. Now I'm not gonna go in here and record like that because I don't know how they may be, but so I'm finna end the video and then I'll be right back once I get the food. But you can check it out. I'm about to go grab the $1 scoop, so I'll be right back.